consider myself a necessarily aggressive person, and beating up this guy Will was pretty interesting. So Jamie Hampton is the main protagonist of the film, and her overall character goal is to essentially find the man who killed her parents and get revenge. So on the day of the shoot, before I leave or am picked up, depending on wherever we go, I will double check the script that I have emailed to me on my phone, and I just go over what scenes we'll be running. I make sure I have my outfit picked out, make sure it's clean, make sure everything's ready, and then I pack my bag with all my stuff, and then we go film. One of the days it was freezing, and I couldn't feel my toes or my fingers, and it was just very unbearable, and it was really hard to keep filming. Then one of the days it was super hot, and it was also unbearable in my heavy leather jacket and long black pants. Also one time, Jack had me drive his car, and I didn't have my license yet, and I was very scared, and I didn't really know how to drive yet, and it was very terrifying. Problems as a whole, just scene-wise, sometimes we have to reshoot things because it doesn't quite pan out how we want it to, or one time we had a bouncy knife and it just bounced everywhere when we threw it.
2, 1, action.
But those are really the only problems I feel like we've run into that are major, because Jack pretty much has everything together. So.
Honestly, I think the production's going like amazing. This is again, as far as like movie projects go, this is my first one like outside the realm of like a curriculum for like school or video production for anything. And honestly, it's an honor to be part of this project, and I just want to say like I have no like complaints. It's been a wild ride so far. Can't wait for it to continue. Filming an action scene, being a villain, which is something I've always wanted to do. No matter how hard it can be, it's something that's always been on my to-do list for acting, and honestly, couldn't ask for anything more. Desmond in the movie is basically the right-hand man of the main villain, Mr. Lucchino, and is basically the guy who's doing all of his dirty work, and who the main hero is kind of after for like information, and Desmond is also responsible for like kind of like the main conflict and the reason why the hero is the way she is in this movie. Well, for starters, I mean the obvious one is I look over the script before the day of the shoot, on my way to the shoot, and usually before a few minutes before actually filming the scene, kind of like get into character, get into the emotion of the character. And just try to like block out all like outside activity, because if I don't, then it'll probably be like a huge distraction for me in the long run. Actually being a villain kind of tends to be like a main problem, because usually in past like projects that I've worked on, I've either been like a secondary character or a hero. So trying to channel in my inner nasty, as it was, is tend to prove to be a challenge, because usually villains tend to be more over the top, more vicious in both their words and the way they act and their persona, especially since Desmond tends to be more of a violent type of character. While he can be, the problem can also tend to be like kind of balancing it off, because he can be very refined and calm and collective, but then when it comes time to actually like throw down or actually start doing his villainous acts, then he tends to kind of switch over to a more aggressive nature.
most important part about writing a song is not only having the listener listen to the song, but having them feel the song. So you want them to feel some type of emotion. When I get the scene, I usually put it up on this monitor and then just sit at the piano, just pull up a simple piano library, and just sit there and just find something that works with it. So I'll watch it, watch the scene, and see what emotion do I feel, and what emotion do I want the viewer to feel. And then I sit here at the piano and just try to create that. Workstation that I'm using here is called Reaper, and I load in another software called Contact, and that holds all of my different libraries that I have for different strings, different orchestra, and percussion libraries. For someone interested in getting started in doing this, I think the best thing to do is to just watch movies and really focus on the music. There's strategy that goes into it, why certain music plays at certain points, the type of music at certain points. So just really study it and find out why everything is the way it is, and you'll find that everything you write starts reflecting that.